Hi there, everybody. I'm Fred Thomas, and you're watching Rideable TV, the YouTube channel for A-D Bikes, frame and wheel, and all things bike. And today I'm going to talk about the Ultima Carbon Disc Limited Graz frame set. But before I do that, let me remind you that A-D Bikes is the modern face of Austro-Daimler cycling and the bike company of the future. And the one way that we are unique and different from all the other great bike companies that are out there is that we have the A-D Bikes conversion program. And this program allows you to turn all of your old cycling gear, whether it's a bike, a frame set, wheels, components, accessories, bike racks, trainers, clothing, all of that stuff into cash that you can use towards your purchase of an Ultima, or an Ubercross, or a TT Carbon, or a Keese, or a Bahn, or you can just take that cash and buy more gear, or entertain the Minister of the Interior. Up to you. But it is a very powerful mechanism. Customers love it. It extracts the remaining value that's in your old gear, creates a lot of space, saves you a lot of time, and makes you compliant with the regulatory features that determine how many bikes we can have in our garage or basement. So for example, you can say to the Minister of the Interior, yeah, I'm getting a new Ultima, but I'm also selling all those old bikes that are sitting in the garage and getting in the way. It seems to work, and we love to do it so that you can create space and get a new AD. Anyway, there's more about that program on the playlist below. And if you have any questions, you can call me and we'll explain. But you knew all that. Let's talk about the new Ultima Carbon Disc Limited Graz. This is a personal triumph as well as an administrative triumph. It took about 6 months to get this frame from development onto the road. That was a very short turnaround time for us. And personally, it's great to finally have a frame set offering that has thru axle and flat mount disc brakes and all the things that road cyclists really are excited about nowadays, including 28 millimeter tire clearance. And we finally, or I feel I finally got a lot of things right in terms of the font, the decals, all the things that I see that you probably don't. We managed to get right. It's a very, it's the latest reimagination of the Ultima. It's the latest version of it. And the frame set is also the choice for the Kelly Benefit Strategies elite cycling team for their road season this year. And that means that this frame set is already out there riding, racing by these guys all over the country. So it's exciting stuff. And let's just talk about some of the features, starting with, let's see, we've got thru axle dropouts, 142 by 12 millimeter in the back, 100 by 12 millimeter up front. We have flat mount disc brake mounts, 28 millimeter tire clearance, a PressFit BB86 bottom bracket, a 1 1/8 to 1 1/2 tapered steer tube. So the front end is very stiff between that and your thru axle. Dual Di2 mechanical internal routing compatibility, and a braze-on front derailleur, 31.6 millimeter seat post. We've got the American Hustle font on the lettering, which if you ever seen the movie American Hustle, you'll get exactly what I mean. And the iconic AD logo on the down tube, and the distinctive and original rose silver finish. So let me just remind you how we do our color choices around here. This is one of the old steel Ultimas that were in the market in the 80s. So what we did, we took we spoke to our color specialists, In Sync Design in New Jersey. They did a color match, an exact color match. They got the color onto this little plastic piece of material. We sent this to our suppliers. They sent this back saying, please check the color. We did, it was right. And that is how we got the color. And this time, nothing was lost in translation. And again, if you got any questions about this, just make a comment. It's live stream and I'll try to answer it. But in the early days, things would get lost in translation and, you know, it still worked out. But the suppliers are getting very good at matching the colors. Whoops. So let's talk about some of the sizing features. This is a 54 centimeter frame. The sizing is determined by the seat tube from the center to the top. The effective top tube is 55 centimeters. Head tube is 16 centimeters. So this frame is going to suit someone who's maybe a little taller than me. I'm 5'10" or so. So a rider who's 6 feet on the nose might go with this. There is a link to the geometry page in the description down below. Take a look at that, and you'll get a better sense of the sizing features. This frame, it weighs in at 1.6 kg or 3 pounds and 8 ounces. It is, a tube-to-tube construction. That helps keep the weight down. And between the thru axles and the oversized steer tube, it's got a stiff ride to it, and built up into a full bike, it will be an excellent platform for just racing, riding enthusiastically, or training for all your challenge events. So that is it. If you have any questions about the frame or how to obtain it, you can contact me on all the various social media platforms. The frame is available now on the A-D Bikes Shopify store. Sign up for that newsletter because we do promotions, and the only way you're ever going to hear about the promotion is if you signed up. And there will be opportunities for you to save and get other special deals and whatnot. So that is it. Thanks so much for watching. We will talk to you again soon.